tune in. It has begun. Right now, this very second, as my voice reaches you, the clock is already ticking. This is not a forecast. It is not a prediction. This is an energy transmission, a vibrational activation code your soul has awaited for eons. November 4th is not just a date. It is a tuning fork that has struck the chord of reality, and its sound is spreading, changing everything. Feel the air. It's dense, thick, charged, like ozone after a silent storm. This is because the fabric of reality has thinned. The veil between worlds is now transparent. Everything that led you to this day, every mistake, every victory, every tear, was merely a prelude to the moment you remember who you are. This transmission is the key turning in the lock of your consciousness. Don't listen with your mind. Listen with your heart. Listen with your cells. They remember this sound. They have been waiting for this signal. Your body is speaking to you. It whispers the truth your mind is afraid to admit. That strange, heavy, cellular fatigue that washes over you in waves. That is not sickness. It's your body shedding tons of old, heavy energy, like a ship dumping ballast before heading to the open ocean. That fog in your head, that inability to focus, as if a thin veil has fallen over the world, that is not distraction. It's your old, logical mind shutting down, making way for a new, quantum consciousness. Have you noticed that quiet, subtle vibration in your body, in your hands or feet? That is your true frequency being tuned, like the strings on a master's violin. The tingling in your palms, the sudden heat or chills that go to the bone, these are your centers of creation activating. This is the fire-burning karmic debris from your cellular memory. And that quiet, high-pitched hum in your ears, audible in the silence, that is the sound of the universal tuning fork. Your body is not breaking down. Your body is remembering its divine blueprint. Emotional roller coasters have become your new normal. You are not going crazy. You are awakening. That baseless, chilling anxiety that tightens your solar plexus, that is not your anxiety. You are a sensitive receiver, picking up the agony of the old world, the collective fear of the matrix as it collapses. And then, suddenly, for no reason, a wave of crystal-clear optimism washes over you, a quiet, deep knowing that everything will be okay. These are glimpses of the new reality you are entering. Those tears that well up when you listen to music or look at the clouds, those are tears of release. Your body is purging accumulated pain through water, clearing the channel for a flow of joy. The flashes of anger that seem irrational, they are nothing more than the deletion of broken, corrupt files from your emotional system. On November 4th, in this karmic rift, everything hidden in the subconscious is coming to the light, to be healed and released forever. To understand what is happening, forget everything you thought you knew. Imagine your soul is a divine musical instrument, created to play a unique, inimitable melody in the universal orchestra. But over thousands of lifetimes, layers of dust, grime, and dissonance have caked onto it. This is karma. It fell out of tune, its strings loosened, and it began to make false, painful sounds of fear, resentment, and disappointment. What began on November 4th is the great acoustic recalibration of the soul. From the very heart of creation, a wave of absolute, pure frequency was sent, a divine chord. This wave doesn't fight the grime and dissonance. Its vibration is so pure and strong that in its presence, any falsehood, any disharmony, simply cannot exist. It crumbles to dust. This is not destruction. It is a reset. It is the return of your instrument to its original, perfect tuning. Why now? Why has this wave come at this moment in your life? Because a critical mass of souls on this planet has declared their readiness. You are ready. You have learned enough lessons in the low octaves of suffering. The earth itself, as a great resonator, has raised its bass frequency, setting the stage for this cosmic concert. This isn't just another astrological event. This is an acoustic alignment on a galactic scale. This is not a soft, lulling wave. It is a fiery, surgically precise stream of sound, acting like a laser scalpel of light. It doesn't heal what is false, it cuts it away. This is an inevitable evolutionary leap, the moment the great conductor has raised his baton and a chord has sounded that makes the old scenery of the world crack at the seams and crumble. Your task is not to resist this sound, but to become it. The world around you has begun to give you signs. These are not fantasies. These are the facts of a new physics. Start to notice how the quality of silence has changed. It's no longer empty. It has become full, velvety. You can hear a quiet, powerful hum within it, the hum of potential. You will start to hear music in the most ordinary sounds, in the rush of the wind, the creak of an old tree. These are not auditory hallucinations. This is you beginning to perceive the world's harmony directly. Notice how the light falls. It seems denser, more golden. It seems to linger on objects longer than usual, casting shadows that look deeper, more real. Reality is gaining an acoustic density. Artificial, monotonous sounds, the hum of the refrigerator, the noise of traffic, the background music in a store, will become physically unbearable to you, like scraping metal on glass. And the sounds of nature, birds singing, leaves rustling, water flowing, will become your primary medicine, tuning you to the right note. Your inner world is the main instrument now being calibrated. Your body will begin to reject everything that carries a frequency of dissonance. The cravings for heavy, dead food, for alcohol, for sugar, for anything that lowers your vibration, will disappear. You will physically experience these things as poison, as noise that interferes with the clarity of your sound. Your intuition will sharpen to the level of a superpower. It will no longer be a quiet whisper you can ignore. It will be a clear, resonant tone inside you, an unerring compass that sounds in every cell of your body. You will simply know. Your dreams will become different. They will turn into teaching soundscapes. You might not see clear pictures, but you will hear messages, feel vibrations, waking up with the sense that entire archives of wisdom were downloaded into you overnight. Your nervous system is being trained in your sleep, adapting to the new frequencies. Your relationships with other people are musical chords. Some are harmonious, others are jarring. During this acoustic recalibration, a great acoustic sorting will occur. People who vibrate on the old, low frequency of suffering, drama, and manipulation will simply fade from your reality. No fights, no conflicts, no confrontations. They will just fall silent, like an instrument whose part in the symphony has ended. Their presence in your life will become impossible, just as it's impossible to play a grand piano and a jackhammer in the same room. The masks people wear will become not just visible, but physically palpable to you. A lie will register as an unpleasant smell, as a coldness, as a dissonant sound that makes you want to cover your ears and walk away. You will begin to seek only pure resonance. All programs of poverty, scarcity, and survival struggle are just corrupt files saved to your hard drive. They are the monotonous, low-frequency mantra of not enough, I can't, I'm not worthy. This hypnotic hum has kept you in a prison of limited possibilities. The great acoustic recalibration that began on November 4th is a powerful antivirus stream. It doesn't fix this program. It deletes it. It introduces a frequency of abundance so high and so pure into your system that the low vibration of lack is simply annihilated. You will stop chasing money because you will remember that you are not a receiver. You are the source. You are the generator of reality. The flow will begin to open from the most unexpected places because you will stop playing the sad song of need and begin to sound like the symphony of the Creator's infinite possibilities. Your heart is a sacred magnet covered in the scars of past battles. It has unlearned how to sound at its full strength, afraid of new pain. It plays a quiet, sad melody of loneliness, searching for that other half to make it whole. This karmic rift is a divine operation on your heart. The pure frequency of the Creator's love, like a laser beam, is healing old wounds, severing the toxic etheric cords that tied you to karmic partners, and erasing the musical score of codependency. Your heart is being calibrated to a new frequency, the frequency of wholeness. And when it becomes whole, when it sounds with its own full, beautiful melody, it will stop searching for someone to fill the void. Instead, it will attract another whole, self-sufficient being to create something unimaginably beautiful together, a dance of two free universes, a harmony of two sovereign melodies. That constant background noise in your head, that anxiety that has become your second nature, it's just interference, static from a badly tuned receiver. You have lived with this noise for so long, you think it's part of you. Now, imagine someone is turning the tuning knob and that noise disappears. Completely. Silence falls. But it's not an empty, dead silence. It is a ringing, vibrant, full silence. A silence in which you can hear the breath of the universe. This is your new operating state. Crystal clarity. A deep, visceral harmony. In this silence, you will finally hear your true voice, your true thoughts, uncontaminated by other people's programs and fears. This is the awakening of your creative power. It's as if in a stuffy, locked house you've lived in your whole life, all the windows and doors have suddenly been thrown open to a fresh wind. This is your return to the Creator's factory settings. But there is a cost. Before the system can install the new software, it must perform a complete, total purge of the old viruses. And this purge will not be painless. To tune an instrument, sometimes you must tighten the strings, almost to the breaking point. This process is a purification by fire. It is like the fever before a total healing. It is necessary. You cannot build a new temple of light on a rotten, old foundation. The foundation must be burned clean. This powerful acoustic wave, as it enters your field, creates immense friction when it collides with the old, dense energies of resentment, guilt, and fear. And this friction creates an inner fire. Let this fire burn. Do not be afraid of its heat. It is not burning you. It is burning your prison bars. It is turning everything you are not into ash. And in this fire, your shadow will rise. Everything you have hidden from yourself, everything you have feared, everything you have suppressed, will be amplified 1,000 times and brought to the surface. This will be your personal apocalypse. Your deepest fears will find a voice and scream in your ears. Your anger, your pain, your guilt will rise from the darkest cellars of your soul. And the outside world will mirror this. People and situations will appear to provoke you, to push your most painful buttons, to try and pull you back into the old drama. This is the final exam. This is the deep clean before the new operating system is installed. Your ego will fight in a panic, begging you to return to the familiar suffering. And the main question is, can you maintain the state of the observer? Can you hold the new, pure note while the cacophony of the old world rages around you? What should you do when this storm rises? The answer is paradoxically simple. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Your only task is to become the total, loving observer. Imagine you are sitting on the bank of a mighty river that is carrying all the debris of your past life past you. Old logs of resentment, dirty foam of fear, the wreckage of broken hopes. You do not jump into this river. You do not try to fish out the trash. You just sit and you breathe. Breathe through the pain, breathe through the fear, breathe through the panic. Be in silence. Disconnect from the external noise, the television, the news, the empty conversations. Drink plenty of clean water. It is the perfect conductor for the new light codes and helps flush out toxins. And most importantly, trust the process completely. Your soul knows what it is doing. Do not interfere. Just allow the great music of transformation to sound through you. What must you absolutely not do during this peak period? First and foremost, do not engage in conflict. Any argument, any quarrel, any judgment is a voluntary connection to the old, low-frequency network. It is a rollback to the previous version of the program. It cancels the update. You are just draining the precious energy given to you for this transition into the black hole of the old matrix. Second, do not try to analyze what is happening with your mind. Your old processor cannot understand the files of the new operating system. It will perceive them as a threat and trigger a system error. Panic. Third, do not cling to the old, not to people, not to habits, not to beliefs. Your hand must be completely empty to receive the great gifts the universe has prepared for you. Let it all go. Ruthlessly. With love. But ruthlessly. And then, silence will come. After the fire, after the storm, after the thunderous cacophony of the purge, you will wake up one morning in a completely new world. And its main feature will be a deep, ringing silence. An incredible lightness will fill your body, as if you have shed an invisible, one-ton spacesuit. Your mind will be filled with diamond-like clarity. The great acoustic recalibration of the soul will be complete. The new operating system will be activated. You will feel your mind and your heart, for the first time in your life, begin to work in perfect synchronization, like a finely tuned orchestra. You will become the living embodiment of harmony. You will no longer be an instrument that fate plays upon. You will become the music itself, the conductor. Welcome home. You are the creator. You are.